What is up guys, it's RJ here and this is the OnePlus 8 Pro. Over the past 2 weeks I've been really messing around with this beast of a phone, trying to provide you guys with the best possible review. My full OnePlus 8 Pro review will be dropping sometime next week, so if you guys want to watch that, make sure you are subscribed and you have that bell notification icon turned on so you don't miss that video. The OnePlus 8 Pro is easily the best smartphone I've ever used in 2020 so far. It comes loaded with every flagship feature imaginable and is spec'd out to the max with the latest possible specs. But there are some tweaks and adjustments you can make to your device to activate what I like to call beast mode. Now, when anyone references the phrase beast mode on the internet in regards to a smartphone, it creates a lot of controversy. This is not meant to be a controversial video by any means. This is just how I like to run my OnePlus device to get the most out of a $1,000 flagship. A lot of activating beast mode takes place in developer settings within this device. To enable developer settings, simply go into settings, scroll down to about phone, and then tap the build number 7 times. It's that simple, and now the phone's going to prompt you to enter your PIN, and congrats, you are now a developer. Now go back into settings and then systems and scroll down to find developer options. In this page right here is where a lot of activating beast mode takes place. This is already a ridiculously fast phone with a 120Hz refresh rate display and 8GB of RAM. But I like to run my Android devices the way I want to, which is what really sets apart Android devices from iOS. So why not take advantage of everything you have available to you? Scroll down and under the header drawer, we are now going to change the window, transition, and animation duration to 0.5. This doesn't do anything to the phone's performance, but it does give you the illusion that the phone runs faster, with shorter animations and transitions when interacting with the 8 Pro. Secondly, make sure RAM boost is enabled. Go back into settings and right under developer options, you'll find RAM boost. And make sure this is enabled. What it essentially does is the phone learns how you use your device and it can predict apps to launch and the data to load, which takes full advantage of the RAM capacity to speed up the daily performance of your device. Continuing on with activating beast mode, go back into settings and click utilities. Turn on quick launch and create a shortcut setting to whatever app you frequently use. I personally have mine set to opening up any tab on Google Chrome so I can quickly search up anything I need to on Google. To initiate this shortcut, just hold down the fingerprint scanner when the phone is locked to quickly open your favorite apps. I've been using Quick Launch a ton on the 8 Pro just because it saves me a lot of time in the long run, so it's a pretty useful and unique feature to have. Now, if you've never used navigation gestures before, just do it. It's easily the best way to interact with your device. It makes all your day-to-day interactions feel smooth and seamless. Once again, go into settings and then buttons and gestures, then navigation bar and gestures, and switch over to navigation gestures. It does take a bit to get used to, but once you learn to adapt, you will never go back. Speaking of going back, swipe up to go home, swipe up and hold from the edge of the screen to open recent apps, and swipe across the bottom to switch between recent apps. It's as simple as that, and once you get used to it, you will never want to go back, trust me. The OnePlus 8 Pro comes with a 120Hz refresh rate display, which makes the user interface experience seem extremely smooth and fluid. This is how I like to run my display. Go into settings, display, and then advanced and screen calibration. I set my display to advanced and I have my AMOLED wide gamut turned on. To me, this is one of the best display settings on the 8 Pro. These settings give you a natural color accuracy, a cool look with some deep blacks. My resolution is set to Quad HD Plus with auto power saving turned on. So far in my experience, this phone has tremendous battery life and you can run it on maximum settings without worrying about battery drain. By default, the preferred method for unlocking the 8 Pro is an in-display fingerprint scanner. But what I really like about this phone is that it gives you options, which is what I really appreciate about Android overall. It gives the user customizability options. So with the 8 Pro, we also have super fast face unlock as a secondary biometric unlock option. To activate face unlock on the 8 Pro, head over to settings and then security and lock screen and then set up face unlock as your secondary unlock option. It's just so convenient to have options. If I'm wearing a mask, I can use a fingerprint scanner. If I'm wearing gloves, I can use Face ID. Getting into this phone is no issue at all during a pandemic, which is what I found so problematic with an iPhone. It's impossible to get into an iPhone without using Face Unlock, so you have to resort to using your passcode, which takes up ample amounts of time. Moving on, Oxygen OS also gives you a set of useful gesture features that you can easily program to perform quick actions. Simply go into settings and then buttons and gestures, and then finally quick gestures. I have 3-finger screenshot enabled, a super useful feature that I use all the time. I also have some screen off gestures enabled, like double tap on the screen to wake it up when the device is asleep, and draw a circle to turn on the flashlight. You can program these letters to open up your favorite apps, open the camera, and so much more. Try these features for yourself and let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments below. But for myself personally, I just have the flashlight on and off enabled. And what really is beast mode without dark mode? Oxygen OS makes it rather difficult to access dark mode. It isn't found in the notification panel like so many other Android devices. It is a bit tedious to find. To enable dark mode, go into settings and then display, theme, and then turn on dark theme. Dark mode on this phone looks really good due to the awesome panel, and I will never turn off dark mode on any of my phones. I just find it to be a lot easier on the eyes and it does save battery. Coming back to the fingerprint scanner, I did change the fingerprint animation effect to stripe, just to give it a cool, unique look whenever I do use the fingerprint scanner to unlock the device. I think it looks pretty cool and it does further enhance the beast mode image I'm trying to achieve on this device. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I use Google Assistant every chance I get. And with the 8 Pro, it's no different. It's easily the best smart assistant available right now to date. And I do want to have easy accessibility to it. That's why I did remap the long press action of the power button to activate Google Assistant. To enable this option, go into settings and then buttons and gestures and change the press and hold of the power button to voice assistant. Now you're a simple long press away from the most powerful voice assistant in the world. So this is how I like to run my OnePlus 8 Pro device, and this is my own version of beast mode. If you guys run your own versions of beast mode, let me know down in the comments below. If you learned something from this video and my setup, please do leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. That would go a long way in helping me out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to flex with your tech.